Windows 7 Software Installation Part 2. In this section, we're going to continue to install software on the Windows 7 machine. To contact us or to learn about other video series as well as our consulting services, please visit OpenSmallBusinessSolutions.com. We're going to focus on installing CD Burner XP, 7-Zip, CCleaner, Microsoft Security Essentials, and TightVNC. We're also going to configure LibreOffice, and we're going to show you how to configure user access control. So let's get started. We'll search for CD Burner XP. Click on the download link, and we can download the latest version. Save our file. And let's run that. Say yes to user access control. Click next and accept the license. Next. We can just do the full installation, that's fine. I'd like to associate the ISO files with it. We definitely don't want TuneUp Utilities 2014. And we'll click Finish. We can allow English as our language and exit out of there. Next, we're going to search for 7-Zip. 7zip.org/download. And we can do install. And we'll look for CCleaner. Piriform.com/CCleaner. And we can download the free one from FileHippo.com. Sometimes they hide this stuff, but up at the right is download the latest version. We can save our file. We can run it. Click Next. I don't need a desktop shortcut, nor do I need options in the recycle bin. The rest of those are fine. We don't need to install any additional software, and click Install. And we really don't need to view the release notes or run it right now either. Now we're going to look for Microsoft Security Essentials. There we go, from Microsoft.com. Click the download button, save the file, and run it. We can click Next and accept the licensing agreement. We don't need to be part of the customer experience program. Everything else looks good. So we don't have any other antivirus. We can just click Install. And we don't need to scan the computer afterwards. Going to update our virus definition to the latest. And it looks like we're up to date on that. Close out. We can look for TightVNC. And we'll go to the download link. Click on the file and run it. We can click Next, accept the license agreement, and we'll go with the typical. We definitely want to make sure that we register it as a service. Click Install. Accept the user access control. And we want to enter in a password to access the machine. We can also enter in a password to control the administrative interface so that the users don't close out of it. And click Finish. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to personalize the desktop a bit. We'll put the computers and the users' files icons on the desktop. We don't really need a VLC shortcut. It already knows to open the media files up in there. I'm going to just go into Adobe Reader and accept the licensing agreement. Click Accept and Close. And we don't really need a shortcut for that either on the desktop because when you click on a PDF, it'll open it in Adobe Reader. I'm going to move the recycle bin to the bottom corner. Rearrange the icons a little bit. And now I'm going to go into LibreOffice. If we go into a writer document, we can change the zoom settings to optimal so that it's easier for people to read. And if we go to Tools and Options, if we open up Load Save and go to General, we can change the default file formats. We can have it save the text files as Word documents, the spreadsheets as Excel documents, and the presentations as PowerPoint documents. And we can close out of LibreOffice. And if we go into the control panel, under User Accounts, change User Access Control Settings. This is where we would change whether or not it always pops up those screens that ask us for validation when we install software. Sometimes it's better to have that turned off. However, it is more secure at the default setting, so I'm going to leave it that way. That concludes Windows 7 Software Installation Part 2.